See, now I see the vision, but not in the way you may think. With the 196th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Ahmad Hassanein out of Boise State. I get it now. Now I understand. Brad was very clear yesterday when it came to an edge rusher that we, the fans and the media, value higher an edge rusher position than they do. They want guys who fit their culture, football players, guys that they can build upon what they already have. Let me make something clear, man. I'm just here so I don't get fined. The Lions, whatever helps us win a Super Bowl. It's not that I'm not happy with the edge, but Hassan, for all the positive traits and the great character that he is a 6th-round pick who is projected to go in the 7th round. He has massive potential, massive potential. I've seen the highlights. Yes, I watched his 1:18 highlights that the Detroit Lions put up on their channel. And without even reading any of this stuff, you can already see the trajectory. This is not about talent. This is about character. It will always be under Brad and Dan. Not to take anything away from the young man. He's got motor. I noticed that right away. That's the first thing that stood out. Even if he misses, he is still on you. He doesn't stop. He's not a quitter. He's not lazy. That appears to be very clear. Those are the type of guys that they want. Are they enough to help us win a Super Bowl? We shall see. After what has been now 5 years with Brad Holmes, I think I'm at the point of acceptance. You know how you go through the stages of grief? I think I'm there. It's not that I dislike. It's not none of that stuff. This guy seems like a solid young man. I saw the video. It's not about that. This has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with acceptance. I'm at that part now. I've accepted it. So I have to make the decision whether or not I'm going to like how that's going to continue and how I follow the team. We'll find out, right? But I get it now. Brad Holmes was very clear on his mission, his goal, and that's it. So not sure how offseason will work out with basically knowing our general manager. I mean, we'll probably do the same thing, but I get it now. I get it. This is how it's going to be. There's no changing him. It's going to either we're going to win or it's not. So shout out to Spirit of Detroit podcast. I was actually going to go along something like this anyway, but my new saying is as long as it helps us win a Super Bowl. But let's take a look at the young man's draft prospect grade. This is coming from NFL.com. I will say these prospect grades, a lot of them that I've seen, they are pretty darn close to where the actual person is drafted. Out of Boise State with the blue field, again, Brad Holmes, and let me cut to me real quick because this content game is funny, right? You gotta talk about news. You gotta talk about rumors, even though some stuff is because there's that hope that a person Brad Holmes might throw a monkey wrench, but in the system. And yes, I'll continue to make those videos because you never know what happens behind the scenes. But who they're bringing to the team is very clear. You have to fit a specific vision of theirs, you have to be in a specific mode. If you have been in any trouble at all, you probably will not come on the team. Jalen Carter, Mike Green, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be on the team. That's just, so I don't know, some people are going to assume that I'm upset. I'm not. I really crashing out, you might get that. It depends on how I feel on any given day. But I have accepted it now. I see what this is. It's going to go one or two ways. Grit is going to power a Super Bowl or it's not. I think I've accepted that. I was hoping for more, but I think I've accepted that. So that's what you're going to get from me from now on. 6'2". He's got the weight. A little short arm length, but they say the same thing about Aiden Hutchinson. Prospect grade, candidate for bottom of roster or practice squad. This is a continuity thing, a continuous thing. A 6th-round pick. The last defensive end that I recall us drafting was Hutch. A defensive end designation. Again, I'm not upset at all. We took him in the 6th round, 20. His grade was average. Now, it's very possible that the 6th-round pick can become a stud. I'm not saying that he won't or that there's no chance to, but this is the NFL now. Now you with the big boys. 6th-round picks, they're 6th-round picks for a reason. Other notable 6th-round picks, James Houston, no longer in the NFL right now. You got Malcolm Rodriguez. Could this guy be another Malcolm Rodriguez? Malcolm Rodriguez has now been demoted from starter to backup and special teamer. That's probably what we're going to see out of him. I would love to see this guy beat out Marcus Davenport. I mean, I would love to see that. That's one thing about these late round picks. They got a lot of dog in them, a lot of drive in them, right? So I'm not opposed to any of that stuff, but I'm also going to be very realistic as well. All right. So production score 69, athleticism score 71, total score 66, 40-yard dash 4.7, not too bad. All right, we're going to go down here and we're going to look at, now again, I haven't read this stuff, so I don't really know. His projection was a 7th round pick. I don't believe did we trade up? We might have, I don't know. We made so many trades, it was insane. Here is what they're saying about his overview. Bulky 3-4 defensive end with a strong motor. See, I told you, a strong motor, impressive production, but lack of NFL-ready instincts. Hassanein hasn't played much football as other prospects, so he's still in the process of learning techniques and developing play recognition. He comes off the ball with narrow base, but will deliver a good initial pop. The rush production is less a function of skill play and more of a function of play extension and secondary effort. See, that's right. That is what this is. He's tough but limited and misses a lot of tackles. There's a highlight of his where he actually misses the tackle. He gets up and then actually makes the tackle. When I saw him immediately, I was like, this is why he's here. This is why, may not be a game changer, may not be of significantly impactful, but he also could have a James Houston rookie season. He could be that, right? But I saw the motor. I was like, motor, hard, no, like this is what we are. It's what we are. I will say this, it has got us this far. There's no doubt about it. My question was, is this going to take us all the way? Now I understand it's only going to be that way. That's all it's going to be. And I've accepted that. Strengths. Racked up 32 tackles for loss, including 22 sacks over the last 2 seasons. Plays each snap with ideal motor and passion. Good knockback. It is tough to talk. Good knockback pop when exploding hands into frame. Has feel for quick hand transitions at the junction point as a pass rusher. Gets to and hits the quarterback at a nice clip. Keeps feet moving and pads low through the rush. Now, what about those weaknesses? Tight-hipped and plays with mechanical movements, has trouble controlling and discarding inline tight ends, too often attacks the blocker and not the play. My voice is killing me. Lacks quality go-to moves for quick wins as a rusher, below average rush speed and being on the outside, lack of body control and feel for angles leads to missed tackles. So, can a guy be coached up? Absolutely. Does he got potential? No doubt about it. That's it. He's a 6th round pick who got a high motor, doesn't quit. That's who we are. That's who we are. I get it now. I accept it. And I haven't changed how I am. I haven't changed who I am. I get it now. I get it now. People who fit this are like Trey Hendrickson, but he costs too much money. So there's a mode of players. And I think some of them are highly paid. Some of them are highly drafted. There's a mode of player. Brad said in his press conference last night after day 2 that he tried to come up and get an edge rusher, but it takes 2 to tango. I will believe that when I see it, but there is a theme here. And the theme is I was watching the draft show last night, and it was about Shedeur Sanders and how some teams take talent over everything. The Detroit Lions are not one of those teams. We're not going to take talent over everything. It doesn't matter what your talent is. If you are not this type of player, even if you're a 6th round pick, a 7th round pick, you're not going to be chosen by the Detroit Lions. And if they choose you because they think you are, like James Houston, and you do something or you no longer fit that mode, you will not be on the team. Now, does this mean that we are good? I'm going to say no, because this guy has a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of good things following him. Most importantly is that motor and that unwillingness to quit. So would I welcome back Zadarius Smith? Absolutely. 100%. And we have undrafted free agency as well. lot of edge rushers went undrafted. Some of them might have a chip on the shoulder. I'm sure all of them will. So I'm not mad. I'm not through the roof. This guy is this is who we are. This is who Brad Holmes is. This is who the Detroit Lions is. It is how we got to where we are. But the question that I've always asked is it enough? Will it be enough? We will see very soon. That's just the bottom line. I'm in the business of creating content. I think I saw Dan Patrick. He said, we're in the entertainment business. This is what we do. So you will continue to get news and rumors. You will continue to get edge rushers if the need calls. You will also get my true, honest reaction and opinion of whether or not the Detroit Lions are going to do this. But we are in the entertainment business. But when it comes to the Detroit Lions, this is who we are. I've accepted it now. What you heard from me is not fully knowing Brad Holmes, thinking that there was maybe an ace up his sleeve or a wild card, or is this fully who he is? After 5 years, a press conference, a very snarky press conference, by the way, that I saw last night. Now I get it. There is no surprise. This is how they're going to do it. This is what they're going to do. It's going to take, when they say all of us, it takes more, that's what they mean. That's what they mean. It is bottom line. If that is enough to win a Super Bowl, then so be it. That's it. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. We set record numbers. We had our biggest draft ever, all 3 days. We hit a record of concurrent viewers. That's viewers in the stream at the same time. All 3 days, we hit a record number of views all 3 days. And that's just a testament, man, to how this fan base is. I do appreciate you. All right. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. You might feel like I've changed, like I'm hamming it up, right? I am not. I've seen some reactions. And to me, I don't know. You call me dramatic. I feel like it was a lot of fluff floating around. I saw some creators that were losing it over this guy. And I'm like, okay. But for me, it was like, don't get me wrong. The kid got a lot of potential. He got a lot of potential. But overall, he's a 6th-round pick. He could be that Malcolm Rodriguez. But I realized it just sunk in. After 5 years, I finally get it and I finally understand. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'm still the same. Believe that. You can tell by the voice because it ain't here.